printed in this?
Printed. Comics Wellspring.
And yeah, this is printed with Comics Wellspring. Came out beautiful.
High quality stuff. People think it's fantastic. All the books that you see at my table are through Comics Wellspring.
All right. Not here, but I'm thinking like there, right? Like
you gotta give, yeah.
So one up,
but you gotta give me angular. You can't give me arched eyebrows like a fucking cartoon character.
So wait.
You gotta give me angular eyebrows, and one of them's gonna be arched like the Rock. Right?
So one
You gotta
up,
make me look like the villain from Flash Gordon.
Like I'm saying, like one up and right, and then the other one like.
Yeah, like questioning.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
Like
the eyes.
Yeah.
Like he's questioning.
Oh yeah, I like that. But it should be more angular, like a
Like he's saying with like a V
sharp.
shape.
Oh,
V,
more like,
yeah,
more
like
like
very
this.
like yeah. What do you think about that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right,
That's a
let's try
Mr.
that.
Mix-Up.
All right, we're ready to do this. We're gonna do this. All right, everybody, we're here at SPX. I am Johnny C. I'm here with my good pal Dino. They've decided by committee that I am missing eyebrows, so Dino here is gonna put some eyebrows on me. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I think I started this side.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get the hat off. There you go.
Go.
Taking on a Submariner type of look. Looks like an early Submariner in an amazing way.
Do I look like I could be fucking Sue Richards?
Oh, dude.
Right on.
Knee Richards.
Or fighting Tony Stark.
There we go.
There you
It's
go.
like Spock.
This is what it's like to get cosmetic surgery from somebody who worked at Marvel. Yeah, this is next level shit. This might be the most valuable fucking thing illustrated at SPX this weekend. Thanks, brother. That's fucking dope. That's dope, dude. Thank you.
Look at me.
Available now in the Philview February catalog. It's the Mighty Mascots. Born from a 3D printing accident, the weirdest superhero team ever hits comic book shops this spring. From Filbo Distribution. Featuring a killer variant cover by the legendary Chris Giarusso. Ask your local shop to reserve copies today. The Mighty Mascots, Issue 1.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Indie Comics Relay. I'm your host, Keith Gleason, creator of the Mighty Mascots and promoter for the Plastic City Comic Con. With me, as always, Johnny C., creator of Sartana the Comic, surrounded by death and the pond. For who, Johnny?
My good cousin Roger Morocco.
Absolutely. And our third co-host, the Time Lord of Tangents himself, Harry G. What's up,
Hey, everybody.
fellas?
What
Not
up,
too
Harry?
much.
What's up, everybody? How's it going, man?
What's going on? I was just realizing.
Look
too,
what I found.
what'd you say?
This? Swamp Tales
I just
activity
seen
book.
it appearing.
It's lost in the
Yeah, hold on.
background.
Oh yeah, I was going through some stuff in my closet. I was trying to find some transfer paper. I have like several art boxes here packed with like crap, and I came across the Swamp Tales activity book, and I'm angry that I filled it out, partly. I wanted a
Wait, what was
pristine
it?
copy,
It's,
but
it's an activity book.
yeah, the Swamp Tales. Hold on, how can I shoot this off?
Oh,
What was
mine.
the,
Oh, Swamp Tales.
His book, yeah, Swamp
yours,
Tales.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes, but I wish I didn't like fill it out. It's like halfway filled out. I'm like, oh, why
Ah.
did I do that? You know?
I still have
And,
a couple of those somewhere in the other room. I've been cleaning a little bit lately. I uncovered a bunch of stuff too. Like
I was
old stuff.
actually able to dig out a relic from the opening video.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice. You know who could use
the
Dan Ashbill's talent
preliminary-
there?
Oh yeah, you kept the thing too. That's awesome. Yeah.
What was that, Harry? Would you can come again?
You know who could use that? You know who could use that that talent? Whoopi Goldberg, because she has no eyebrows.
She
ever
doesn't
notice
have
that?
eyebrows. Whoopi
Does
Goldberg's currently like guest starring on this like Italian like daytime soap opera thing. So I'm like actively watching her on TV.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
It's crazy because Harry says she literally doesn't have eyebrows right now.
No,
I
that's
have it,
wild.
yeah.
Well, part of the I've been talking to Dean. Dean's gonna do Plastic City Comic Con.
Awesome. It's gonna be a good
cool.
show. Can't wait for that.
He's talking about bringing someone with him, so I'm wondering if it's gonna be Whitney, who is with him at SP or not SPX, the IC3.
Oh, that's
Or-
right.
Yeah, Whitney was pretty cool. Or he might bring Vito, maybe. That's who I'm guessing. He hasn't said who yet, but I
Oh,
was like, all
that's
right, cool.
That's cool too. Yeah. I mean, either
Yeah.
way, the more the merrier. It'd be really fun. We should actually plan or try to do some type of like video or clip or something from, while everybody's together there.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be awesome.
We should all shave our eyebrows before you go, and then that way we can.
Dean fill them all in for everybody.
Yeah, right. Dean's such a good sport. He probably would do that.
Yeah.
Freaking love that guy. I was gonna say, but no, I was gonna say earlier before Harry started talking about the Swamp Tales thing. I was thinking like when we start these shows, I'm thinking about pushing the first guest back to like 9:30, just so we have time to talk at the front of the show. Because it seems as soon as we're live, it's like, oh, we got to bring the guest in like 2 minutes,
We used to do that though, and then
Yeah,
we
right?
decided to push it out or get the guest out right away, and then do the talking after.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
You know?
like I just like having that
We have
little
to find, like,
breathing
a
room
happy
up front.
medium.
Yeah, like just to have like in case we wanted to talk about AEW or something up front, or
Yeah.
anything going on with us, before we get into the whole weeds and everything. Anything that's happened in the last week or two before, since we were live, that kind of stuff,
Right.
Speaking of AEW, did you watch Grand Slam, Johnny?
I did watch Grand Slam.
Did you enjoy it?
It was
I
pretty
thought
awesome.
it was good. It was definitely good. We had
It
a
was pay-per-view level on a Saturday night. It was probably the best collision I've seen in a very long time.
Oh, yeah. They should have just called that Dynamite 2
Part 2, yeah.
2.0 or something, because it wasn't like a collision kind of, event really.
No, it was
Even though I have to say most of the matches I kind of knew which way they were going.
Yeah.
Whereas Dynamite had some shocking
Dynamite was wild this week.
belt changes like on Dynamite. That was crazy. I gotta say, AEW changes the belt with every so much, like quicker than other leagues,
And but I mean, they do it interestingly because they'll do it like on a casual Wednesday night.
Yeah, right. Like it's no big deal.
Moments will happen for free, like just on a casual night, which then makes it even more intriguing when you have something like a Grand Slam or a pay-per-view where they have to really perform or really do something extra special because they already recently had a title change.
Yeah, right. That's why I kind of knew like the Mark Briscoe match was like, there's no way Kyle's losing that. He just got the belt on Wednesday. Like,
What a good match, though.
It was
Number
good.
one.
Those two put on a good show. I gotta admit, like
Kyle Fletcher coming out looking like some type of midsummer, like with the crown and the glitter on his face. It was fucking crazy.
the real shocker on Wednesday, I thought though, was Tekla taking the women's belt. That
I
was
did not
kinda
expect that
crazy.
at all.
Me either. I
not
like
expect that at
Tekla a
all.
lot though, so I'm like,
Yeah.
that's cool. I can't wait to see what she does as champion.
If anything, it pushes
Statlander's story even further now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and the hair match was fun, although we all knew Yuta was going to get his head
Right.
shaved.
And that was fun too, you know, just watching that go down. And that's something, you know, we used to see back in the day in wrestling, right? When the old, like, Beefcake would cut people's hair
Brutus.
regularly.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But there was also the hair match where somebody would lose hair if they lost, you know?
Yeah, right.
And it was really cool too, because Moxley was like, no, man, you need to go honor that.
That was great. That was great.
Back into
Yeah.
the ring, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah,
You know what I
Moxley's
mean?
been awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
I like the Death Riders normally, so
Yeah, you know,
but Moxley especially has been like kind of like that misunderstood, like honorable, like tough guy. You know what I mean? Like
a little bit. But I
they
mean, he's still a heel right
he's
now,
a heel, but they kind of morphed him into this other thing,
which is what
like,
he kind of
subtly.
started like. You
Oh,
know what I
really?
mean? Like that's
Okay.
how he kind of came into AEW, was like this. So
Oh,
to that
okay.
point where, like, you know, it's interesting to see where they go, because inevitably, you know, there's going to be some divide from the Death Riders.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely,
It's just a matter of
absolutely.
how that goes down. But a lot of storytelling beats for people who are writing comics actively, you should be watching pro wrestling and learning from the storytelling beats.
Ah,
You know what I mean? Like, there's notes there that you can take away from to help improve your characters that you write.
yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
agree.
And even in presentation too. You know what I mean? There's parallels. We've always talked about the parallels between
Yeah,
pro
right.
wrestling and comics, and it's just never more apparent than today and now. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like take one of the wrestlers and picture it as one of your characters and just watch what they do, how they write up that confrontation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially if you're doing a superhero book,
Oh yeah.
you
I mean,
know?
I want to write a character the way Claudio presents himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like that's
absolutely.
just, there's just correlation there, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I should mention that tonight we got some solid friggin' guests tonight.
Tonight's,
like,
yeah, we do.
two guys that haven't been on the show in a while.
Yep.
That I'm interested in catching up with on both of them.
Both friends of the show.
Yes, and I was just recently on Catch the Craze, maybe less than a month ago, and that was great because I hadn't been on that show in a long time.
Yeah, it's
It
been a while
sucks,
for
like,
me
when
too.
you do a YouTube show, it's like you kind of don't want to be on YouTube all that much,
Yeah.
even when you're promoting something. So
Yeah.
you know, so but yeah, no, Sam Vera is our first guest who's got a new Kickstarter that's not it's something different from his alien. There's an alien in my toilet book,
Yeah.
which he's been doing a lot of. And this one looks really interesting. So yeah, I can't wait to talk to him about it. And then the second guest tonight is Travis Gibb, who's part of this whole Summit Summit Comics thing, which I'm curious to find out all about that whole superhero universe. It looks like a great idea.
It's very interesting to see. It's ambitious,
Yeah.
but it only feels ambitious based upon the way it is and the way it seems like it's presented, and kind of like how superheroes have taken like this backseat underdog approach in indie comics. Like, oh, if you're doing a superhero book, you know, you're not going to get very far or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
that was
right.
the saying for a while, but I really don't think that's the case. And when somebody like Travis Gibb is doing the book, it's probably a lot easier
Yeah,
pull
and it's
together
probably infusing
than
like
most.
that indie sensibility with a superhero comic, you
Well,
know.
that's what I'm looking to find out a little bit more about.
Yeah,
And it's
so
always
we'll-
awesome to talk to Travis. So
Yeah.
looking forward to having him on, cracking his head open and finding out more
Yeah,
about
exactly.
this project. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say, and then maybe we'll talk a little bit about our project we got going on after all of that too tonight, which will be good. An update, if you will.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what? It's funny. Like, Sam's doing something very different from what he normally does, right?
Yeah.
Travis is doing something very different from indie comics in general right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a very different thing, you know? And we have something very different
Yeah.
that we're cooking up.
Yeah.
That
Which
we
is
can't wait
really
to talk
cool.
about
Something that
officially, yeah.
none of us have ever worked on before either.
Something that's not even going on in comics right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So there's a little
Comics
teaser to
isn't
stick
doing
around.
this right now.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. Little teaser to stick around there.
Just a little
everybody.
teaser.
Yeah. All right. So without further ado, let's get right into our first guest here tonight. He's one of the hosts of the Catch the Craze podcast, a comic creator, both writer and artist. Without further ado, let's bring in Sam Vera. Sam, man, what's up?
What's up?
What up, man?
Look at you
How's
guys.
it going?
Look at you guys.
Good to see you, man. It's been a while.
It's
Same
been a
here.
long time, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, not for me. I saw you less than a month ago, but
yeah, I was enjoying that video of Johnny's eyebrows getting drawn in.
Wasn't that great?
Oh,
that was
a fun
so much
night.
fun. That kind of came out of nowhere too, right? That night
I was
at
drinking
SPF.
heavily that night.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was just like, it seemed like a good idea.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we met Dean Haspiel at IC3 and we kind of became friends with him. And and we just walked by and then that whole thing kind of happened on the spur of the moment. It was great.
Yeah,
you know?
they were annoyed that they couldn't see my eyebrows, so they couldn't tell, like, you know, that part of my expression was missing because
Yeah.
I wasn't drunk, right? So they couldn't see like where they were coming at me. They're like, we got to put some eyebrows on this kid. And sure enough, that's what happened.
And then it became a thing, you know. So
Then
it was
became
really
a
fun.
thing. Exactly.
Have you ever been to that show, Sam? The
No.
SPX?
No.
It's interesting. Like, go ahead, Johnny.
I know. Well, so finish your thought on SPX, but I actually did have a question about Sam. That's a follow up from the last time he was on the show.
Oh,
that I wanted to
okay.
get some insight for. So finish what you were going to say about IC.
I was going to say, if you ever think
SPX.
about doing SPX, talk with George because George like nailed what SPX is like. You know, like it's kind of like guys like me, you, and Johnny were kind of like, I don't want to say too good for like our product is. It's not like like
Mocha.
zines. It's not like zines.
Yeah,
like
Mocha.
And the crowd that goes there is looking for that kind of work.
Right.
You know what I mean? And a lot of that it's really good because I've been reading some of it these last couple of months, catching up on all the stuff we got from that show. And I can see why people like that kind of stuff. But like if you have a produced comic,
Right.
it kind of doesn't fly with the crowd too much, you know.
Well,
like,
it could, but it depends on how you're like coming at it. You know what I mean?
yes,
Like they
like
look
what kind of
it's
story
like,
you're telling, and
it's a
things like
super indie kind of show.
Yeah.
So super indie feeling things perform really well. Like you said, Sam, Mocha is a really great example of that.
yes, yeah,
But,
very similar thing. What were we going to ask Johnny?
What I wanted to ask you, Sam, is that, and this is kind of dating how long it's been since you've been on the show.
Yeah.
But one of the things you were going to embark upon the last time you were on the show was the Las Vegas Licensing Expo.
Yes.
Oh,
And
yes.
that is a very different, it's not something normally you would do as a Comic-Con kind of thing.
Right.
Like this is where you're looking to promote an IP or find an IP. Our friend Brian, who Keith is actually lettering his book currently. He went there to buy IPs and to buy licensing to do t-shirts. But it was very interesting because you went there to bring your characters there. So I was hoping you can kind of give us a little bit of a follow-up and button up what it was like to go to that show and kind of go with a very unconventional presentation to everything else that's on the floor there.
Yeah. So it was very different from the first time I did it because I did Licensing Expo back in when I first broke out into comics in 2003, 2005, whatever. That's when I signed with Circle of Confusion, the same company that signed Robert Kirkman, right? So we were under the same management company. He took off and I'm still here. And right. It was very different. So I left comics for 10 years. I decided to get back in the game during the COVID years, right? I was hoping that not too much has changed, but everything's changed. So I did, while I had tremendous interest, there was a caveat. The agents that were representing the big brands, they needed to be able to confirm how many units I've sold on my own and what was my social media following like. So they wanted, you had to have like a demand. That you've had to done the work that they were willing to do back in the days and not willing to do it today. So they
like
wanted
Shark Tank.
Yes, they want a sure thing, right? And they don't want to have to go and test the waters and do all that other stuff.
They don't want a homegrown,
Right.
They don't want a homegrown everything.
So I had a lot of appointments and I had a lot of interest, but that was the one deal. That was the one part that kept crushing any further discussions. And then the only interest was that were willing to take the projects on were international, foreign, and I didn't want to take the risk of now I have to find a lawyer to get protect my stuff internationally and all that stuff. Whatever, I'd rather start domestically.
Yeah.
So that was my learning. Was while everybody thought they saw the potential of it, they weren't willing to go forward unless it had a demand of its own. So they said, call us when you sell this many units, or call us when this happens, or whatever. So that's what's changed. In the early days, when it was just George and myself, and we had a booth at licensing at the Javits Center, and I had a laptop with a flash animation that I did of the characters of Duty, and I had Warner Brothers, Disney, I had everybody interested. That's why we signed with Circle of Confusion, because they started representing and negotiating.
Oh wow!
And what sucked about it is we were so close to a deal, but then they changed management at all the companies simultaneously, and Kids WB was dropped, and they decided to go a different route. So anything on the table, the new acquisitions team didn't want to look at anything that existed, and they moved on. So that was one of the reasons why I left comics, because I worked so hard, and we were doing like 20 conventions a year. We're doing all this other stuff, and I was burning out. Yeah.
And you probably were disheartened by that whole situation.
Yeah. So then when I came back, I said, "Oh, licensing must be the same." Nope.
Yeah. No, I got a friend that is a screenwriter. Like, he's actually got some stuff that's like in the works, and same thing. Like, he gets so close at something,
yeah,
and it's about to be made, and then it just like something happens in the industry, or there's a change of like trends or whatever, and it kind of ruins the stuff that he started.
Merger, acquisition, whatever.
It's like
all that stuff can throw a swerve, and that could,
right. And you're writing a certain genre, and then all of a sudden, like, one bad performing movie in that genre just tanks the whole process,
Yeah.
Things like that. So yeah, I hear you, man. It's like trying to get something made and outside of comics is such a task, and like,
but it's interesting to hear your experience with it, Sam. Thank you for sharing it. You know what I mean? Just that type of insight, and just what you've gone through with it. Like, you walk the steps that we don't have to take in some ways. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, learn from my failures.
I didn't want to say it like that, but I mean, you've got experience, and you're offering insight that's valuable, right? That you actually put a lot of time, effort, and money into, that you can share that knowledge with us.
Do you
what dragged you back into comics?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Keith. No, I was wondering what dragged you back into comics after you.
I just love it.
It's the love, right?
Yeah,
it's the love of So I mean, I left comics. I mean, it was that final year is when I was told that all the studios had passed. We were close, and everything that changed, and I still stood in contact with some of the people that were with these companies, but they moved on, and then that year was a tough year. And it just took a toll, because I work full time, and I was spending a lot of money. And I mean, at that time, I was doing radio, TV, newspaper. I mean, I was always in the press pushing, and it just didn't happen. And then it just left a bad taste in my mouth. I left for 10 years, and then trying to come back, I felt like a stranger. Like it was like I felt uncomfortable coming back. I was like, how do I get back in this game? So much has changed. And it was Mark Torres. He had a radio show, The Comic Novice.
Yeah, I know Mark.
Yes. He when I posted on social media, and I haven't posted in years. And I posted, I say, and I'm coming back, and I'm going to do my first appearance at the Kids Comic Con. And Mark's like, hey, you want to announce your comeback on my radio show? I was like, yeah, sure. And so that was my introduction back into the game. And I needed to finish what I started with Duty, with Forbidden, and with Cosmic Wars that I have going on right now.
I feel like, you know, if you got the creative comic spirit in you, it's hard to give it up.
Yeah.
You
Never
might
goes
stop
away.
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might stop for a while, but it kind of you feel empty because you're not doing it, you know,
Yes.
and then eventually you end up coming back to it because there's something there, like a love for it. What, you know, honestly, everybody wants to sell their IP to something else, but like just the simple fact of like creating something and writing, crafting a story, or, you know, like even when I like on the side, if I read a comic, like, you know, from somebody else or another creator, when I finish it, I'm like, oh man, I got to get to work. Like, cause I feel like just rejuvenated from that, you know, like, so I totally get that. What I was going to ask though, was, would you like, as an indie creator and like somebody that is looking to, you know, to move your IP into other, you know, other forms of entertainment and stuff, would you recommend going to the licensing convention? Like if, you know, if other creators asked you, it's like, hey, is this worth doing? Do you think it's worth doing? Or do you think it's better to develop it on your own and kind of...
You can go. I wouldn't invest in a booth. What I would do is I would go there, and the great thing about the licensing international, they provide you with a platform where you can connect with all of the companies when you register with them, and it's an app, and you can set up appointments. So you can go there, you know, with your book bag and samples. I would take sample kits with you. And you go and set up meetings with the agents, with the acquisitions teams or whatever, and then ask them what they're looking for. This way, you did the legwork. You don't have to worry about spending 10 grand for a booth, right? And hotel stay. That's not even hotel stay and propping, right? So it's right. You know, don't be crazy. And so right. So I would go there, do the legwork first. Go out there, make some connections. You know, get some advice. And then you can steer your brand based on that information and those connections, and then hopefully build from there. Unless you already establish a foundation, you know what? If you already have that demand for yourself, I would get an agent or manager, and let them make that investment, and let them set that up, and let them do the talking for you, and you just be the creative, right? And I think that's the other part. So if you already have that established, I would start talking to management, getting a brand, an IP agent or whatever, and let them go out there because they already have the connections, right? So they can start doing these introductions without maybe not even having to spend that the money on a show, because they could just call up and set up a conference call and walk into these people's office because they already have that, you know, portfolio.
Yeah, and Sam makes a good point. Do what you do best, being creative, not having to worry about some of the other stuff, right?
Yeah, right.
And I mean, Sam's got some pretty compelling characters. I mean, like, for real. Look at that.
Look at that.
All right. Look at that. Like, that's just begging to be like an Adult Swim cartoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's awesome.
Look at that.
Yes. That is the most sought after cover at Texoma Comic-Con. It's a big military area, a lot of veterans, and they love that cover. Yes,
it's awesome, man. Yeah. And then everything's going well.
Jacket cover.
Yeah, right. Everything's going well with Catch the Craze too. You enjoy it?
Yeah. We're going strong. We're at 600 and something episodes or whatever.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed coming back on. It was a while. Like, it was cool. You guys get good discussions going and good good talking points going for the industry and things like that. You know.
Thanks.
Enjoy it.
Yeah,
I try to listen whenever it's on and stuff. Johnny, you were going to say something? Or?
No, I was just going to say that it's a mark of a good interviewer, right? You and George, you guys do such a great job of not, you set the person up to do all the talking, right?
Yeah.
And you guys do such a good job at that.
Thank you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Any exciting guests coming up on the show?
Every guest is exciting, man. Right?
Yeah, right.
Right. I haven't looked. I know I get the alerts whenever somebody books on the show. And George is better than I am, right? So George will do all of the homework, right? And I'm looking at who it is like 24 hours, 48 hours before. because I'm doing all my own stuff, and I do all the promos for the show. I do my own books. I do my writing, coloring, all that stuff. Plus, I have a full-time job. So George will go and he'll read the books, and he'll go and get his notes together and whatever. He and I will come up with a topic for the Get Your Med segment. That's why most of the time I let George lead the interview, because he's done the homework.
I gotcha.
When I contribute is because I had the time to do the homework.
I gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
Out of respect for the guests, right? So
Yeah.
I don't want to fluff it and just just give him some time.
That's like our Harry. Harry often reads a lot of the books that are sent ahead of time, because me and Johnny, we got too much going on with creating comics and conventions and everything.
Yeah.
And Harry, we kind of lean on Harry whenever whenever a guest comes on that sends material to be read.
Yeah.
I try to look.
I try because like.
Go ahead.
Like Sam was saying, I want to respect the guest, but also I don't want to be caught flat-footed and not have anything to say either. Right. I want to have questions ready.
Yeah,
I like that. And Harry does a lot of research, which I appreciate for the show. So
nice.
Yeah, Harry will deep dive onto the facts. Like, he'll pull out facts that he found on like a Facebook page from like 7 years ago. That's like super interesting. You know what I mean? He goes full blown
stalking. Almost.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stalky, but
yeah, right. So with that being said, Harry, what did you dig up about Sam's new project, the Cosmic Wars?
Well, I know that Cosmic Gorf was something that you came up with when you were 12 years old.
Yes.
That's
awesome.
His name was Scrungy.
How did that come about?
His name was Scrungy. This is what he looked like with his original design.
Oh my goodness!
It's a Polaroid.
Yeah, let me make him big.
It's a Polaroid. He looked like Alf with a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man mixed.
Oh my God! Was that made?
Was that clay?
Play-Doh?
Yes.
Does that Play-Doh?
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's a Polaroid.
Cool.
So what made you what influenced all that? Like what were you watching or what were you reading or whatever that made you come up with that character?
Right? With Star
Everything.
Wars?
It was I was a big fan of everything Jim Henson, Fraggle Rocks or Dark Crystal.
I see that now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alf was a big influence.
Of course.
So when I created Gorf at that time, he was an imaginary friend that I made him a character, and then I watched a television series called Too Close for Comfort, where the dad used to draw a comic called Cosmic Cow.
In like 3 weeks.
This keeps coming up.
Recently.
What's that?
I love that show. That's with Ted Knight.
Ted Knight, yes.
Yeah.
And
that was a great show.
Yes, one of the daughters was in the movie The Warriors. She was the girl in The Warriors. Yes,
that's right. Yeah.
So
was it also Gorf? Wasn't the name Gorf? Wasn't that also a video game?
Gorf was a video game. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
There's also a video game called Cosmic Wars from the 70s.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
when I first heard the name, I thought Dwarf on Golf. It's a different thing.
Yeah. So it was that show. He drew Cosmic Cow, and I was like, oh, I gotta change my name. It's got to be a cosmic in there when I was a kid, and so I became Cosmic Gorf. And it was him. It was actually that show that I realized that you can actually make a living being a comic artist, because he was a comic strip artist, and that's when I was like, Mom, that's what I want to do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so that was the influence behind it, and then it evolved. And so when I started fleshing out the story, I was like, all right, Cosmic Gorf, he's got to be a hero. What is he protecting? And then that's how I created the Arthenian Star. And then it just evolved. And now, then I added the love interest, which was Princess Reina. Then I added something traumatic where causes him, it starts off where, there was a great battle. The king fell in the great battle, and Gorf blames himself because he didn't get there in time to save him. And that was his job. And so Gorf goes into exile. And not realizing the impact, because without him, now the kingdom of Crystallia is at risk of being overthrown by Lord Evil, or even Zarkinar, who's like a pirate overlord, alien pirate overlord. So the princess knows she needs to go and seek Gorf, and she has a captain of the Royal Guard, Captain M3. He says, we don't need him. He's a has-been. We don't want him. We don't need him. And the princess knows that she does, so she risks everything to go and search for him. And he's in the farthest most sector of the universe, and in a dangerous area, and she risks everything to go and find him, to try to convince him to come back and protect Crystalia before it's too late.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
I love that this character's been with you since you were a little kid. That is great, man.
That's one of the things I wanted to bring up. Actually, I have a couple of things I wanted to say. Number one is it's awesome that you've conceived this idea with the innocent childhood mind of yours, like originally, right? But now you're old enough to know better to develop the story to its fullest extent,
right?
And make it as awesome as possible. That's awesome. So it just goes to show how genuine this story is, because it's coming from, literally your child mind.
Yes.
The other thing is that this concept is so cool and so in depth and so like epic sounding. It's just like, I just want to see Henson bring their next, like, Henson's only done one action series ever.
It's Farscape, right?
Farscape.
Yeah.
They need to make this as their next thing, man. This
awesome.
would be cool to see puppets in a full
Wait a minute.
scale
What about
action?
What about Follow That
sci-fi
Bird?
epic. What's that? Follow That Bird. Okay, all right, fair enough.
That was pretty epic.
No, but
There wasn't enough
Farscape is
laser
more.
pistols or princesses.
Oh, right.
Farscape's
Or
though
pigs
more
in
in
space.
line with something like this, though.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely. you know?
Totally.
And
Thanks.
they made it look so good back then. So this could I bet the technology is even better now with puppetry and everything
Yeah.
else.
But even Keith, I don't know if you can bring up like maybe the campaign so we can take a peek at it.
yeah, absolutely.
But I wanted to
Right,
say,
yeah.
just even your character design, Sam, can you talk a little bit about that? Because that lends itself where you have like this kind of character that looks like it would be like a Fraggle almost or something, but he looks very much like this heroic, action-packed knight.
He looks like Skeeter from
like a space marine.
Muppet Babies. Or,
Yeah, so I mean, you
Skeeterish.
definitely see you definitely see all the in my influences as a kid, and as I molded Gorf to look from what he originally looked like, half elf, half Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, half whatever. I wanted him to when you've seen him, his presence. I wanted him to be the hero that he is in the series, and so the suit that he has is designed by Professor Ramses, who raised Gorf as a kid. It's there, and it adapts to the elements and all this stuff, so it keeps him protected from harm. So I wanted, the flowing hair, when I think of Conan, right? So, Conan was a big influence as a kid, and he had the big, beautiful long hair, right? So I wanted Gorf to be like the ladies, like, like Fabio books, right? And it was like,
Yes, I love that.
So, I wanted, and then I wanted him, to when his adversaries look at him, they know that he's a threat, right? But yet he is also, not scary to like a kid, right? But he's definitely you think of a hero. I wanted them to look at Gorf and say, yeah, he's that guy, and he's tough, but he also will protect you.
Right.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do, to like do all that stuff and make it all work for all those right reasons, So I think you nailed it, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really like the idea of this.
Even just like the designs of the characters, it feels like something displaced from an 80s cartoon.
If
you were to pick an 80s cartoon, like a beloved 80s childhood cartoon out of the multiverse from another timeline that, we didn't live in, it could be this story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It genuinely looks something that,
And
And you
Sam, you
always
do everything, right? You draw it, you write it, you color
Everything.
it, right?
This is the one
That's
project.
a lot of work, man.
Yeah, this is the one project that I'm not having George Letter. I'm doing everything. From start to finish. It's funny because George is a big fan of Cosmic Gorf, and he's one of the reasons why I brought it back. And because he kept bringing it up, when are you going to do Gorf? When are you going to do Gorf? And then I was like, you know what? tomorrow's not promised. I keep saying that, next year, but I'm like, tomorrow's not promised. Let me get it done now. And then when I picked up my old work and the old storyboards, I felt like I was connecting with an old friend. And I was like, and all this nostalgic memories started coming back, and I was remembering what I was doing as a kid and all the things. And then it just became so much fun. And now I'm just on beast mode right now, just drawing and creating. And, I revised some of the plot lines and all that stuff. And it's just exciting right now.
That's really awesome, cool, man. It's a lot of work. You're doing everything.
Yes.
What is there a specific reason why you said, well, you wanted to do everything, including taking over the lettering from George?
Because it's been with me since I was a kid, and there's a specific look and feel that I want with the lettering, with everything. And I feel like I owe it to Gorf because it's been so long to just ride that wave with him all the way.
Right on. I love that. I love that you're doing that.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you always offer a lot in your campaign. That's what I appreciate, man. Like you do, like you go balls to the wall, which I gotta commend you on that as well.
And you've already smashed your goal, and you just launched, man. So congrats on that.
It just launched, 4 days ago, and everybody who backs the campaign physically is going to get this 4-inch Cosmic Guardian Defenders of Freedom sticker, which is as big as my face.
Oh wow, look at that!
Everyone gets that
awesome.
Free. And
cool.
And anybody who pledges 25 or more will get this exclusive trading card as well.
Nice.
Yes.
Look at that.
Very cool.
And then if anybody's watching and pledges tonight, you'll also get this Forbidden sticker. Boom, for my
nice.
Forbidden.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, this is, I was on I forgot what podcast the other night, and I was on The Madness, and they asked me, and they said, what is it like? And it reminded, when I started drawing this again, I don't know if you remember when you're a kid, when school breaks, you go home and you change and you get your bicycle, and your buddy comes over with his bike, and then you go out and start, and you make sure you have your chips and you have your 25 cents drink, and you just go off, and your parents don't know where the hell you are, and you just drive right ever. Then you sit.
Yeah, you're halfway across the city. Yeah,
right. You're just sitting on a rock, and you guys are just talking and stories and whatever. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't totally get that. And there's something about too, like, because I've brought back like stuff that I created as a kid, like my Swamp Tales was something I created as a kid. It's something about when you were a kid and your ideas are just more like there's less noise in your life at that time.
Yes.
Your ideas are they're there. They're not perfect, but you have a seed of something there, Yeah. Like I don't feel like those ideas come to me as much as they did when I was a kid,
Yeah. I find it ironic.
The same way, but
it's funny because I was talking to George. I was searching Cosmic Wars on the internet, and I find it ironic that because I've released Cosmic Wars years ago, back in 2003, 2004, and Walmart.com is selling right now issue number 1 of Cosmic Wars from 2004 for $104.
Oh my god!
eBay, somebody on eBay selling it for the $99. I was like, holy crap! I was like, yo, George, look at this. I said, they must have sold the Kickstarter. Said, yo, let's capitalize.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
That's from 2004. It's crazy.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
How cool your past coming back to haunt you.
I know. And that back then, when I used to draw Cosmic Wars, all of my backgrounds were 3D generated. So I used to create everything on a computer, all the backgrounds, and then I would draw my characters over the 3D backgrounds.
Okay. Yeah.
In Photoshop. Yeah.
Now, is this like one graphic novel, or is this going to be like a series?
It's a series. Cosmic Wars is a series. This is my test, bringing it back to the public, and testing it out and seeing if there's an audience for it. And I get tons of feedback on the art. My goal is to try to sell 100 copies on this Kickstarter, right? And but right now, the plan for this year is Cosmic Wars 0, which I'm starting with issue 0. I'm bringing it back old school. And then in the summer, Launch Duty, Disney Bunch number 8. and continue because I have 3 issues left for There's an Angel on My Toilet before that series is done.
Okay.
And then we'll see based on how this one does if I bring the second part in the fall.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna try to alternate between the two.
Yeah. It's a good break for me. It's Forbidden was a good break to get that done because that's a one-shot omnibus. And get that out of my system, and now I'm working on getting it into stores. And then once Duty is done, then I'm gonna make one big giant omnibus and get that out there.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Great idea. Yeah, why not?
You're prime for distribution, Sam. I mean, maybe even something like Philbo.
Yeah.
Might work for you.
Do you know Phil?
Yeah, of course. Phil's been he's a friend of the show.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you should. Why not? Why not? Jump in. I'm gonna try it out. I just put mine in the catalog this month, so we'll see. I gotta prep issue 2 now to get that ready. But that's the one thing I don't like about it. It's like such a fast paced schedule to stay on top of everything. But
that's what George told me. George said it was a grind.
Yeah, it is a grind, and it's like trying to send out promos. It is, man.
But something like that's worth it though, because of the grind. Like you're grinding, but Phil's grinding twice as hard for you.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of like the best part of it there.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, maybe down the road when you finish it or whatever, you should try or when you get close, maybe start soliciting the first issues or something.
Yeah, for There's an Angel on My Toilet, when I'm done with issue 10, when I get to issue 10, that's when I'll start with the distribution with issue 1. And then go from there. This way, I'll have 10 months worth done in the pipeline and to the end of the series.
Give you enough time to finish the next 2.
Or you could do the graphic novel, then the next 5, and then the graphic novel.
Yeah. I mean, he has an option, I think, on his thing where you can check off if your book's monthly, bi-monthly, or infrequent.
Right.
So I put infrequent because once I hit the 10 issues of Mascots, then it's like, you might get 1 a year or 2 a year if you're lucky, so
yeah.
So that's my plan with it, and I'll just solicit when I have it ready to go,
Yeah.
But that's awesome, Sam. Anything else coming up that you want to talk about besides Cosmic Wars, or is it
this weekend? George and I are going to be at Texoma Comic-Con this weekend. So that's going to be exciting. This is our 3rd time going. George always flies out for this show, and it's a good show. It's in this area, they're by the Choctaw Casino.
Okay.
They're diehard comic fans, and
which show is this?
The Texoma Comic-Con.
Texoma, I never heard of that.
It's run by the same guys that run Cowtown Comic-Con, and they have what's the name of the company? They also have their own comic shop and their own publishing. Chris Hayes, those guys run a really, really good show there, and so it's our 3rd year in a row. And then after that, I have LitCon, which is in Greenville, Texas, and it's run by the library. And it's a small show, brings in a few hundred people, like maybe 500-600 people. But I do amazing at that show every time, and they're amazing. They buy you lunch and they give you water bottles, and they treat you really good. And
those library shows are really great, man. Like they really know how to treat the person tabling, and they bring in such a great audience. And it's so unconventional to your typical Comic-Con where people have to pay to get in, and then you have to compete with celebrities and everybody else. It's like you're at a library, and somebody's just casually returning books and happens to stumble upon your stuff. Like that's great.
I mean, they actually allocate the whole space just for exhibitors. It's all artists, local artists, and it's pretty good.
That's cool.
And then Free Comic Book Day, I'll be doing the book signing on Free Comic Book Day at one of the comic shops. With regards to Forbidden, every 20 backers, we host a raffle on Cast the Craze podcast. Tomorrow we're hosting the raffle. The last week's raffle winner won the gold foil pack of Forbidden trading cards. It's a 10
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool.
So tomorrow night's raffle is going to be the silver foil deck of duty cards. So that'll be tomorrow night. And we're just grinding away. And then I'm going to take a couple of months off until fall, and then I'll start doing conventions
Go
again.
dive in again. Yeah.
We got to get you up to New York Comic Con with me and George, man, at the table.
I know, but you know how much that's gonna cost me?
It's expensive. It's expensive, bro. I know. It's not
Sam,
quite a
that's where I'm
licensing
at.
table booth, though, right?
Yeah, I know, but
Sam, that's where I'm at. I'm like always thinking of the dollars. Like, you know, like New York is such a hassle to do.
It is. It's pricey, but it's a good time. It's just a good time.
I know. I mean, we did the first 3 New York Comic Cons when it first came out. That's how.
Oh, did you back in the day?
Oh, right I did the first 3 shows.
I probably bumped into you there, dude. I used to go to those early ones too.
Yeah, that's what
just
we
walking
first
around.
did.
I never got a booth. I was always walking around.
Yeah, that's when we first did our field reporting for Catch the Craze podcast.
Did you really?
Yeah, back in,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Cool. Yeah, it was awesome.
How long have you been in Texas for? 'Cause that's not a Texan accent.
No, I'm from New York. 4 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Hey, everybody knows when they hear me out here, they're like, "Oh yeah, he's different."
How'd you get out? What made you go out there? What made you go
COVID.
out there?
It
Texas?
was COVID.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was because the company I worked for went belly up and shut down, and then the movie industry, which my wife was in, halted production. And so her family is out in Texas. So we said, look, let's just move out to Texas. There's nothing going on in New York right now. And New York was getting a little crazy. So we just put our house on the market and we bought a house out here and we've been out here since.
Oh, wow.
Even though I grew up, she was surprised because I just woke up one day. I was like, yeah, we got to get out. New York is getting crazy. Because I lived in Jersey and drove into the city for work. So I'm paying 2 taxes. I'm paying employment tax for both in New York and New Jersey because I'm a resident here and I work there. Then to cross the bridge to get into New York or the tunnel, they went from $10 to $18 tolls just to cross over. Then they added that Midtown toll to go across town. So you're paying to get into the city, then you're paying to go across the city. It was getting crazy. Then they had all those protests and the violence started getting crazy. And I was like, yeah, let's just go.
Yeah, time to get out. Time to punch out.
Plus, weren't they too also like just letting people like go into like shops and just take everything? And,
they weren't doing anything. They
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. I wouldn't. Yeah, it's nice to visit, but I would never want to.
I was just gonna say, nice place to visit. Wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah, like I mean, I go back during like the holidays to go to Central Park and go to a Broadway show, that kind of stuff. You know, get some.
You still have
cheesecake and
family up
juniors.
in New York and everything?
Yeah, my sister's still in Brooklyn and my brother's in Elmsford, New York.
Oh, okay.
Right on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, any other social media that you want to shout out as we start to wrap up here? Anything else you want to let people know? I'm going to share the link for the Kickstarter right now.
Yeah, we'll put it in the comments and it'll be in the feedback so that way people can click on it and they can get to the campaign.
Awesome.
Just because you funded doesn't mean to snooze on it. Back the campaign, get all the extra perks. Yeah, and because it's funded, you know you're going to get the book. It's already done.
And he's already delivered.
Like, who's he going to hit, you know?
I've done
delivered how many campaigns at this point, you know? So
I've done
trusted name. You know?
Yeah, I've done like 15 campaigns already. So,
and that's the thing about whenever I open up one of the campaigns I get from Sam's, like I open up the package, it's like it's just spilling out with like tchotchkes and like stickers and bookmark and all sorts of awesome stuff. It's like Sam's campaign, you're just gonna get a boatload of cool shit to go with.
Yeah,
it, you know?
and I always throw in some extra stuff
during Kickstarter. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's the deal. It's like the Kickstarter really is just you buying a book. I think people will think like you're not funding me to pay my rent. It's just you're paying to get the book, and that's all it does is pay for a book to get in production.
It's really like thank you for helping me make the book.
That's
really what it is.
And and
100%.
again, if you're into sci-fi and you're into action and you love the things that I love, anything Jim Henson did and Star Wars and Conan and this is Cosmic Wars is made up of all those things, all wrapped into one. All my influences, all the best things in pop culture. So give it a shot. It's a fantastic series, and it's going to be a series. So we're starting with issue 0. I don't know how many pages, but I know it's gonna be 30 plus. So we don't know
Okay.
yet. So because
There you go. You get your money for it.
I'm having too much fun drawing it right now. So because when I first released issue 0 in 2003, it was only 16 pages. It was an introduction.
Oh wow! So
this 0 is I've expanded. I've taken issue 1 and issue 0, and I'm playing around, and I rewrote the story. Everything's rewritten, everything's redone, everything's really illustrated. So there's nothing reproduced.
Are you doing the artwork traditionally or computer? Using a computer or?
I draw everything on Clip Studio. So yeah, so I sketch freehand. I have a sketchbook that I take with me to work on my lunch break, and I'll sketch freehand. Like today, I was at work and there was a scene that I was struggling with in my head, and I wanted to capture it, and then I figured it out and I sketched it at work, and I ran here and I went on live. Right before this, I went live drawing it, and so I usually thumbnail stuff on in my book, and then I'll come here and I'll just reproduce it on digital.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
all right, yeah.
cool.
Sam, any other social media you want to shout out?
Catch me on Cast the Craze every Tuesday night. Join us tomorrow night live at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be hosting a raffle for the backers, and go to dutiesworld.com for all of your duty adventures, and that's where you'll catch me. So Catch the Craze or dutiesworld.com.
That's awesome. And I do recommend any creators out there that watch our show, book yourself on Catch the Craze. It's another great indie focused podcast YouTube show. So check it out. Me and Johnny do it often, or not often enough, but we jump on a couple times.
Absolutely.
It's great, and these guys are awesome, so they always come on our show, so definitely give them some love as well.
We got to do another crossover episode. Remember we did that super show that led right into the other one? We got to do that again sometime in the future.
Yeah, we'll plan something.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Thank you, guys.
All right, well, great to see you, Sam, and
thank you, Sam.
Good luck with
Appreciate
the campaign.
It, man.
You too.
All right, dude. Have a good night.
Take care, man.
All right.
Have a good one.
Night.
Awesome. Man, that guy works so hard. That guy, he does so much. Like he got a full-time job, just like us, man. You know what I mean? Full-time job, making comics, doing the show, like so much. Conventions.
Yeah, absolutely. And always gives you your money's worth,
100%.
A lot of campaigns, So, and speaking of another hardworking creator that we have in the back room right now. Who hasn't been on the show in a little while now. So it's been like maybe a year or two at this point since he was on.
A little bit.
It's been a while. I don't remember exactly when, but I'm curious to know what this new Summit comic stuff is. It looks really freaking cool.
It's making waves, and that's why. And given that he's a friend of the show, we had to have him on to find out from the man himself what is going on. Like how did this come to be?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think without further ado, right?
Yeah, you want to introduce him, Johnny?
Yes. Without further ado, the one, the only Travis Gibb.
What's up? How about that intro, Travis?
Well, first, let's address the lie in the room, because there's always a lie when it comes to Johnny C and our relationship. You know for a fact the only reason why I'm on this show is I am coming to New Hampshire on April 11th, and you are some fucking place else because you're a liar. You don't even live in the area, is what I'm convinced. You don't even live in the area, because if I come there, he avoids me like the plague.
Where are you going to be on April 11th? Tell me. I'm going to put it in the calendar.
The capital. I'm going to the capital, so you know where I am.
Are you doing a show on the 11th, Travis?
Yeah, I really like Little Giant's show.
You're going to be a Little Giant.
Show. He's bringing the whole Darkhawk team. He's bringing the whole first appearance of Carnage team. Just bringing old school comic people. I mean, the first time I went to that show, there was 4 Amazing Fantasy 15s in the room. 4.
Oh yeah, isn't that crazy?
I go to MegaCon. There is 1. Like this is not the same. Like it's a different group of people. I'm there, and they're like, "Who are you? Like you do comp? What are these? I don't."
Yeah, right. I've done that show a couple times, and Jason's a good guy. I like Jason a lot. And
you want to go visit Travis on the 11th of April?
I'll be there. It'll be great.
Oh, nice. You doing any other shows up in this area,
He's like,
Travis?
is there a different show I can go?
I can't go to any place that Johnny knows where I am. So if there's a show that I know Johnny's on the guest list, if I go, I have to avoid it because then my whole story of Johnny avoiding me would then fall apart.
Yeah.
And a good bit, Keith, a good bit is very important.
Yes, absolutely. You can't let the gimmick die.
Yeah, right.
I thought a couple of times of going Terrificon, but again,
if I saw you in
runs that
person,
joint.
it wouldn't register. It would be like, like if an actual specter
your brain would
was in
break.
front of, like my brain wouldn't, it would frizzle out. Like, who is this guy? I wouldn't even. You'd be like John Cena. I couldn't see you.
Right, exactly.
That's amazing. Yeah, well, if you go to
goodness.
Terrificon, I think I'm already booked. So yeah, we
Again, I'm
haven't
not
met
going anywhere that
officially.
Johnny's already booked. So unless I don't
okay.
know and it's an accident, that's the only way it's going to happen.
I'm not
All
booked
right.
for Terrificon yet. So there you go.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Because unlike Johnny, I don't want to be the guy that never sees you at shows. Like one of these days we'll meet.
I'm just going to come to your show. I'll just have to go to PlasticCon.
Yeah, dude. If you want to come, let me know. Like, hit me up on the side. We'll get you a table or whatever.
We'll work it out.
Yeah, all right. That sounds good. I'd love to have you at the show. And much like Jason's show, it's not 100% comics, but I do try to keep it very comic focused. We do bring a lot of people in, so a lot of people are hungry for indie stuff there.
No, absolutely.
Nice.
And even though I do well at Jason's show, but again, I have a book called Granite State Punk. If I can't sell that in New Hampshire, I don't like.
Yeah,
just,
right.
I don't know what else.
Yeah, right.
Hang it up if you can't do that, man.
So tell me, how did this whole summit thing start? Like, because I started following. I think after the last time you were on the show, I signed up for your newsletter. So I've been getting your regular emails and stuff, and then it went silent for a little while, and then all of a sudden this summit thing started, and I was like, oh, what is this? Like, I like the idea that you guys are doing here. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, all right. So in January, and this will kind of explain it. It'll sound like a roundabout answer, but in January, 800K was brought in the not safe for work category on Kickstarter.
Wow. Okay.
In superheroes, it was 37K for the whole month. That's a huge gap.
Yeah.
Not safe for work has taken about 65% of the platform. And again, I'm not anti not safe for work. This is not a
No, this is like we're talking about like the titty comics.
It's just fact, right? This is just fact. So it's taking over the stuff. I believe that if Kickstarter is going to be a platform that invites people, you're going to have to fight back. And again, it's not going, don't make less not safe for work book. That's not the solution. The solution is make better other comics. So they'll come to it. And regardless of what people tell you, they love superhero comics, right? On Wednesday, it is 95% superhero comics that people are buying. It's just reality. So my thought was, hey, I know there's an audience here. I know that we can get them to Kickstarter. I see where the people in the past have made mistakes on superhero stuff. Let's not make those mistakes. Let's bring some people together. So in my Discord, a few people were talking, and I was like, all right, let's put together a superhero universe. So we did. We've got it, and we've got a unique system to kind of not only help other creators, to help bring up the superhero goal. My real goal is not even just us, but to bring up superheroes as a whole to be like the 5K mark of Kickstarter. Like if you want a superhero, because they were running below 2K.
Yeah.
So trying to get that up there and trying to build that up there. So we built this new universe with a bunch of creators. We have a new Kickstarter like image hybrid so people can be involved. So it's really just kind of a fun activity that is getting a lot of buzz. If you haven't heard Comic Book Resource, they say we're taking out Marvel and DC. For the record, we did not say that. They have said.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool, man. Like you can't buy press that's good, right?
Yeah.
That good, right? Now I'm just curious. So is it like a shared universe that you guys are creating where these characters interact, or is it more of like this is a platform to bring indie creators superhero concepts? Or both?
No, it's a shared universe. Everybody's in the
Shared-
same universe. They share continuity. We have editing teams, we have promotion teams, we have marketing teams. But the way it works, I'm going to get instead of talking, we'll talk. Well, do you want to talk about the nitty gritty of how it works, or do you want to talk about the universe, like the
both? I love both.
Which one do you want first? You want to talk about the fiction, or you want to talk about the reality?
Well, let's talk about the reality, because I'm very interested in finding out more of like the logistics and just like really like how you guys are putting this thing together.
Yeah. So there's a couple different ways. So we're running it kind of the image model. So you can bring a superhero over. Again, this is not an open invite, like we'll have submissions and all that. But you bring a superhero over, you run it on your Kickstarter platform, but you get the Summit branding. You'll have access to other people's digitals. You'll have a good leg up if you're creating stuff. So that's one option. So you two experienced creators, that would probably be a great option for you. You don't need us to run a Kickstarter, but it's good that other people. Go ahead.
Is the caveat there, Travis? So if you did that, like say I had a superhero I wanted to bring you guys.
Yeah.
And you accepted the submission. Now, like, would I have to, like, kind of read all of the like guidelines for this universe and like make sure that I kind of like make my character part of it and not like a separate thing, right? Like that is that how it would kind of work?
Yes and no. It depends on how active you want to be in it. You know.
Okay.
Some people,
like how much you want to tie into this overall.
Exactly.
Okay.
But know that one of our things that we're doing is we're doing a yearly event. So, you know, you guys read mainstream comics, right? Like, so you read Civil War or you read Crisis on Infinite Earth or whatever the case would be. The first 4 issues were great, and then the last couple sucked.
Yeah.
I have a theory that they didn't suck. I have a feeling that 4-month gap between issue 4 and 5 and the gap between 5 and 6 is what made it suck because you're let down. So what we do is we're going to do a yearly event in a trade paperback, and that's what Pinnacle right now is. So that's a yearly event. This one's kind of the origin of the universe. We kind of explain where the universe came from, how it exists, but we built stuff in this is really cool. So let's say, Keith, you came in with your stuff and you're like, dude, I don't like this Travis Gibb guy. Like, I need to get out. We built exits in the plot of the universe to prepare for that. Unlike most stuff, there's an exit, like it's in your contract. Here's how we're going to remove your stuff when you're unhappy. Like to make it, or if you're happy, you stay forever. And it works the other way. Let's say he's like, oh, thank God. Let's say Johnny's like, thank God Keith's gone. I can now join this universe properly. We have a thing to get Johnny in. So it's kind of a built-up system of that. So that's one way as a creator, existing creator, kind of run their own thing, get all the Summit support, like back issues, digital, sell the back catalog at a discount, all that. The middle ground is for new creators. We actually have like a kind of a Marvel 2-in-1, Marvel 3-in-1, where you can do just 8 pages and we'll put it in this thing. And we're going to run that on the Summit platform with experienced creators running it, helping you get covers, all that stuff taken care of. And then our goal, long-term goal, and this Kickstarter is helping a lot, is we're going to try to budget at least a series with a creator a year, like separate. Like we're going to hire a creator, we're going to hire artists, we're going to hire the whole thing. So all 3 of those are going on at the same time at any level of creator to try to make sure we're not gatekeeping. Because look at Image now, right? Image is a great company. They put out great books. But tell me one person in the last 5 years who didn't write for Marvel or DC who's in Image. It just doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, right.
It's not really indie. So let's stop lying.
Right. Yeah. it's like the alternative mainstream, basically, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
100%, man. Yeah.
You got your 2 minis at Marvel and you didn't quite make it. We'll take you over here. It's kind of what it's got.
Now, is there a hazing period process with every new hero? That comes
of course, of course.
Now, so is there equal bad guys too? Can you have is there like a bad guy universe or a group too, like the Legion of Doom almost?
No, they just hang out. All the heroes are just happy. Like
they just go for beers.
That's what makes this so special. Is there's 0 bad guys in the whole.
I imagine the creators, whoever brings their hero over, would also bring their villain over, right? Is that?
Yeah, exactly. We have overarching goals. We have a couple we have a couple of characters that are owned by the universe itself, because that's another thing, right? Like, let's say people bought Malibu, they bought all these other things, they're creator owned, and you're like, oh, I don't own anything. Like, I now have to talk to all these guys. So there's a couple of things that are owned by the universe. But the goal is to do things in a modern way, you know. So event books are going to be once a year. We're going to put out that books. Idea. We have 2 Kickstarters right now. Like we have Pinnacle, but there's one of the spinoff books, Granite, is literally live right now and doing well. It's at 44K. Still has about a week to do. Where it's really working. And again, it's for that way is for experienced creators. He doesn't need us to fund, but it helps.
Yeah, right. No, that's awesome. I love how many creators you guys got involved with this.
So I think it's like close to 30. There's only like 15 or so partners, because there's partners and work for hire and all that stuff. And again, we're even hiring some pros coming up. Hey, let's get a pro in here to help do some stuff to kind of play around and help bring legitimacy. But the goal is to really get superheroes on the map in the indie sphere. Because let's be honest, a lot of people have indie stuff. You know, you guys are old school because you guys probably remember War of the Independents. Remember that?
Yeah. Dave. I'd see Dave every once in a while.
He's still drawing. Like every now and then, he's like, "It's coming." I was like,
"Yeah."
I'm not sure I would hire you for an ongoing, bro. Like,
right. Yeah, no, he's awesome, dude, too.
It's a really ambitious project, but like what I was saying at the top of the show, man, like if there's anybody who could pull it off, it's you.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, and so I feel like hearing about it, and probably for some other creators out there, like, wow, this is huge. This is something that's such an undertaking. But I mean,
it can work though. It really
could
can
easily work, especially under your guided hand.
Invincible. I mean, look at how huge Invincible is. That's like not a mainstream, universe. The Valiant was huge for a long time, like, so it can be done.
Yeah, the key is to make it about the comics, right? Like a lot of people who make superhero comics, issue 1 comes out, issue 2 they're playing with their friends, they already have a crossover, they have like 3 crossovers before they even finish a trade. Like,
right.
Those are like some behind the scenes arcs that were like, hey, let's not do that. Like, that's
right.
Like, I get you want to play with your toys because you saw that's what you grew up with, but let's not do that. And while we're at it, let's not make toys. We don't need toys right now. Let's make a book. Let's try that. We don't need sneakers. We don't need your trading cards. We don't need the source book.
Let's get the actual groundwork laid for this universe. Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I think it's a great idea. Yeah, it's so cool, man. It's a great idea. Like, how many have you guys produced? A bunch of books already, or is this just the start of it? Okay.
Yes and no. So when we launched, it was 3 people who had characters that had 1 issue out.
Okay.
So we said, all right, can all those universes merge? Cool. So we have those 3 issues, and then we have this thing. But there's literally like 4 or so coming out. We'll probably have about 14 this year. Like it's pretty big because people are working pretty hard on getting stuff done and moving to the next. And again, when you have experience and when you have, it's so good, man. Like, it's our dream, right? All of us work solo. It's so crazy to be in a room. Hey, man, I need this thing. My artist is working on this. I need a character design. Can I get a character design? And there's 4 people. Dude, I would so love to design a character for you. Cool. Here's the description. They're designing character. They're let me get a cover. Let's get that cover up. And there's no ego. There's no like, hey, where's my paycheck? It's like, let's build the thing. We trust that money's going to come. And again, that's where, and this isn't an ego thing. It's where my trust of nobody complains about my pay. And I do a lot of anthologies. And to get this far, I may have feuds periodically, but nobody's talking about my pay, so nobody's worried about that.
But that's wonderful that you've just promoted this and you just created this collaborative environment, where you don't have to worry about the riffraff or the BS of just whatever or anything else. It's just like, hey, I got a cool idea. Who wants to fucking work with this?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's really cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. Isn't it? Didn't our buddies over at Homebrew did something similar with their books, didn't they? They formed their own conglomerate. I mean, it's not a shared universe, but they promote each other, and they help each other make their books. Basically,
It is. It's kind of the same idea a little bit, but I think theirs is just a little bit more curated in the sense that it's only them.
Yeah, it's only
where it seems like Travis, you're looking to bring people on, not like you said, it's not an open casting call, but I think it sounds like you're more open to submissions than those guys are, right?
Yeah, like right now we've got to build our thing. We have Pete and Matthew, two creators in the back. They love you, Johnny. They're talking about you.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
yeah. Pete Collins.
Fucking Pete and Matt. Yes.
We got them both.
Wait, are they working on this book with you?
Oh yeah, they did a book called Diabolist. It's in this book. They did 10 pages, and they're working on making it a one shot. Pete is invaluable. He does everything.
Awesome.
He creates so many things.
I've wanted to work with Pete for so long. I just haven't
him.
had the right project to engage him with. That's so cool that you got two awesome guys with you on your team here. That's so cool to hear that they're part of this.
But yeah, so to answer your question, yes, we're absolutely open. That's why, before we even had a book, we did a contest. We did a contest for artist, writer, letter. We're actually having a letterer contest too, just because nobody ever does that. So we did.
Keith?
Oh, Keith. Is that going on right now?
Bob Keith. Keith is one of the best letterers out there, hands down. I don't care what anybody says. Look at what Keith is
Travis,
lettered.
If you ever need one, let me know.
Keith knows every letter.
Link to the contest. I'll
yeah, we're gonna have one because we want people, and we not only that. So our rule right now, when we open submissions, the guys are just nervous, right? We've had success, and I'm keeping them in check, right? Like they're like, "Oh my God, we've raised $20,000," and I'm like, "Guys, I've raised this much before. It goes by fast. Like it goes away so fast. You don't think it does. You get super excited, but it goes away so fast. There's easy ways to spend this. Please just trust me."
You need guys like you running this that have level heads when you see that dollar amount. Yeah, of course,
for sure.
So we do that, but our goal, once a few books are out, because I want to make sure we have a few books out, like not just like in production, like out into the world. We'll open some submissions, and we'll have a couple of people to join the present side, which is like, hey, you get an 8-page story, you can create a universe, you can be part of this whole thing, and then we'll literally take people's universe in. Our rule for that, though, it'll be one issue to start. Like you could only have done one issue outside of us, and then we'll merge it in. Because the last thing we know, like Mighty Mascots, how many issues you have for Mighty Mascots?
Like 10 now.
Right,
10.
exactly. Well, 10 issues is more than all of our universe. Folding you in means we're really folding into you. So let us build and do that. And it's not a slight of anything. It's like, let us grow. And then so we have value, as much value as you have to us. And building that stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. You want to build a foundation, basically, like.
Yeah, and not too much to mess with, right? Like if you said, if your book has all the heroes died in 1998, well, we got to figure either that needs to now happen.
Right. Have to make some concessions.
And to that point, though, that gives you the flexibility to be able to work with a lot of different people, but also not have to like abide by this very strict kind of thing. You can kind of just like flex and make it work. That way people are integrated appropriately.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, we do have getting into a little fiction, we have a character called Juna. She's one of our main characters. She's like the Superman of the universe. And she has kind of like the Moira McTaggart from Jonathan Hickman's run, where she has multiple lives. But unlike her, unlike Moira McTaggart, she resets the universe. When she dies, she kind of resets it in her image. So they may have been universes before that some of these characters exist that can get pulled over. She can also bring things from her past in. She can also remove them. So it's a add and remove ability that she has.
Right. Very omnipotent.
Right. But it allows us a lot of flexibility. It allows us to play with a lot of things. So let's say, I probably shouldn't even say this because it's an idea. Let's say I wanted to do War of the Independents. I could say because we put like 700 there. I could say that's 700 of all the independents universes were all part of her stack at one point. And now, she's folding and we're fighting or whatever.
I gotcha.
So there's a lot of plot there. There's a lot of things that we can play with. And her, even though she has that ability, she's not necessarily evil. She's just trying to figure out her world. So there's a lot of fun there that we can have. And we're playing with the Mandela effect, the why things aren't right. So there's a lot of cool little bits of the universe that help us with that.
That's really cool.
And these
we're kind of
run the gamut, right? Like Juna is like obviously all like super powerful, whatever. But you have like Batman type heroes too who don't have any powers at all. Like it's all mixed.
Yeah.
Heroes,
We have a
right?
character called the Cobalt Cricket, who is kind of like a blue
Actually,
beetle.
I saw a picture of him. I like him.
Yeah, he's 100% based off of the 70s. In fact, I called that person in. I was like, "Hey, you love superheroes, but you like all the dumb ones, and I like the dumb ones too. You're a speedball guy, right?
Right.
You're a Booster Gold guy. Like,
right.
we need that guy. This universe needs that guy. Let's get you in there." My character is called Upheaval, which is she's a tech based. But I've noticed something in comics that I don't know why I didn't notice it, and I actually think it's recent, where all tech guys can do any tech thing, which is just not reality, right?
Yeah, right.
Cyborg can do the same things that Iron Man. Yeah, their intelligence may be different. Ironheart, like all of them can all tech people can do it. That's just not reality. You have multiple types of engineers. Like that's not real life.
Yeah, right.
Mine is specializes in drones, but that's it. You're not going to see her solve a problem with a mech suit, right? Because that's not what she does.
It's not like a Buckaroo Banzai who was a scientist and a rock star and a stunt driver and
Yeah. That's amazing. I
So
like
we're
that
trying
though. That's a great idea.
Make some realistic superheroes,
Yeah.
So I like the real, because it's still super powered stuff, but you're trying to keep a more realistic kind of tone and grounded a little bit more, which I enjoy, and I think that's kind of a that's kind of a superhero standard right now in that regard. But when we've been talking about it, but I guess could you talk about like now the story part of it a little bit more? Like, can you kind of pitch it from the ground up for our audience?
Yeah. So we talked about Juna. So this universe is a brand new reset of the world from Juna. So Juna has reset the world. These are the superheroes that survived it. So we have a bunch of superheroes. I think it's 20 new superheroes and villains that are introduced in this origin. That's what you're going to learn in Summit Pinnacle Presents. About all of them will have more of appearances coming in the next couple of years, but because of the reset, there was an accident of some sort of alien like gooish stuff that evokes some superheroes, not everybody, but some of them. So we're kind of dealing with new superheroes being formed. They haven't been formed forever. And where it responds, the world restarted in 2012. We're catching up in 2026, where these characters are at, what's going on, and who they are, and magic's coming back to the world. All that fun stuff that you would get for a superhero. So we've got the Summit Universe, the Pinnacle, which is where you learn the origins of a lot of these things with small little with small little snippets of all the heroes. But you also can buy 3 books right now, which is Upheaval #1. Granite #1 and Noir #1, which is 3 of the heroes in the universe. Noir is kind of like, she's a mayor. She's got like a stealth suit. She kind of looks, a lot of people compare her to Black Panther, but she's really just, she's more of a Daredevil type character. You've got Granite, who is a alcoholic party kind of She-Hulk character who is a celebrity. She's a celebrity superhero who doesn't want anything to do with superheroes. And you got my character Upheaval, whose parents died. She controls drones, and she wants to figure out where the origins of her family is. The typical, you kill the family, you're now a superhero. Clearly one of our parents survived, so that's why we're not superheroes.
Gotcha. So are you guys also bringing like an indie kind of like sensibility to these characters as well? Like
a little bit, but we're not trying to make it edgy or any of that stuff. We're trying to let people tell the stories, and that's what's going to be fun. Is everybody kind of tells it their own way. Some of them are going to be a little more mature and edgy. Some of them aren't. It's kind of playing with all that stuff. We're not trying to like
reinvent the wheel.
We're not trying to say we're the coolest superheroes ever. But hey, if you want to try something new that doesn't have continuity, that's been reset 1,000 times, try out our heroes. And again, if you don't, you could never buy any of our books and you just want to do the cool events. Every year, we're going to give you an event book. So it'll be run by a different team. We're going to hire people to do teams, and it's going to be fun. This one was created by the majority of us. Next year, we're going to have Adam Barnhart. Those are two of the covers you can get. Those are the soft cover versions.
This group of look at those characters. They're amazing. Like
that's Pete. That's Johnny's guy.
Yeah, it's Pete. Dude, Pete's awesome. He does such great work. Like, and it shows right here. This is the cover I got. I believe I backed.
Yeah, I love it, dude. It's so good.
Do these heroes have a group name? Like, are they collectively known as something?
Not yet. There is, but it has not happened in the continuity yet. So,
you guys got Phil Hester to do a cover, huh? That's
dude. If you're gonna do superheroes, you got to get Phil Hester.
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
and David Costa, you may not know him, but he's the current artist on Thundercats.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So you're not going to go wrong there either. But Phil Hester, here's the even cool stuff. That cover B, that hardcover. I know it's expensive, but here's what we're going to give for. I'm having 250 artists sketching that. And some of them are Phil Hester. I'm going to have Phil Hester, but I am personally going to. It's right on that like piece of paper that you just saw. So it's going to be sketched right there on a book plate. So they're all going to be sketched. 250 people, but I'm going to be calling all my friends. So when I go to that April 11th, damn right, Joseph Smelk, who's at that show, is going to do one. God right, we're going to have Rich Woodell do one. We're going to have Mark Bagley do one. I'm going to call in every favor of every artist I've ever had for 250, and I'm going to give you a list, and you're going to get a random sketch in there, which is really
That's
cool.
awesome. That is so huge.
That's fantastic.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Love it, dude.
Back this campaign. Why wouldn't you back this campaign? Why would you back that tier? I mean, why wouldn't you?
And those are the 3 issues that we're talking about.
Yep, the upheaval.
Yeah, upheaval, Granite Noir. That Granite's 48 pages.
Is it really?
That's a hefty issue 1, man.
Yep.
Oh, this is so cool, man. Yeah, and a lot of these characters have nice designs. They look really cool.
They really do.
Yeah, we tried to make it classic designs, right? Because the modern era is kind of like the neon, like they all look like neon Power Rangers. Like that's kind of the. I don't mind that, but if everything looks like that, what do you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no. And there's different styles too. It's not like you guys are trying to keep things like this one uniform look. It's like there's, things look different. It's a wide variety. Like there's a wide palette here. That's really cool that you're mixing that.
Yeah, we're not going to give it like the Marvel style or whatever. There's no style sheet forever. However, we try to make sure we have some standards on how we can do it and make sure that things are solid.
For sure. But it feels like a mixtape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at all this artwork.
Look at that art right there. Look at that. It's
love
amazing.
This image too with all the characters.
Yeah,
lining up
really
for
cool.
the cell, like the JLI kind of shot,
Yeah, and we've got all the archetypes there. Like the guy in the green right there, his name's Killstrike. He's kind of like our Cable, right? He's from one of the damaged universes trying to fix it. We've got all the cool stuff, but we have some ideas that are original that haven't been done in superheroes. Again, this is the setup, right? So this is gonna feel like, oh, this is just kind of just new superheroes. Cool. That's what we want from you. But hoping you'll fall in love with 1 or 2 of these characters. We don't expect you to buy them all. We expect you to buy the ones that you like, and we'll give you an event book once a year, just like you do at your normal comic store. But we're going to give you enough variation to find something that you may like that you can get down with.
Yeah, I love it, man. That's what, that's what the best books do. Like when they have like a thing like this, you don't have to get everything.
No, you find what you like and you stick with it. Right?
Yeah, right. I feel like you're hitting at the right time with this, Travis. Like where I feel like a lot of I still work in a shop part-time, and I feel like the customers coming in for comics now are looking for something fresh. I mean, I think Absolute Batman is a testament to that.
The Absolute Batman effect, right?
Yeah, right. And it's
and we have a comic store goal. But however, again, we don't want to let anybody down. So when we go to the comic store, I want to make sure that I have 12 issues out. So 12 issues will be done before we go out. So
before you start doing distribution.
Yeah. So every month you'll have a Summit comic. I don't want us to be like a fly by night. oh, we're going to publish it one this month and we'll see you in 2 months. And this, no, I want to give you a monthly comic. We're going to do it. We have a plan to do that. Again, it's just building the backlog to make sure that that's right and building the right evidence. We have the deals with Massive already, so we're ready to do it when we want to do it. It's just making sure the time is right and making sure we can do what's right by the customer and the company.
And put out a steady product, like constantly. Yeah,
exactly.
It's
and everything, by the way, too. Like we're not going to go into budgets or any of that. It's not like a percentage or it's a flat fee. Like here's how much it costs to do your thing. Like they go do your thing. We're not trying to. If yours is a hit, be a hit. Like don't let us hold you back, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you're not penalized for like selling more than this guy or whatever.
Exactly. I mean, there is a little bit of gauge, but again, the gauge is very, very small.
Now, does it work where like the creative teams that are, bringing a book to you guys, like a new character or whatever, is it on them to like pay their artist, pay their letter, pay their colorist, or is it like Summit going to help with that? Is that how does that all work?
So it depends on what level you have. Like I said, there's the 3 tiers. There's the one where you kind of do it yourself and you fund yourself. You just want the extra oomph of Summit, right? You want the back catalog, you want the stuff. There's ones where we'll pay for everything, and then there's ones in the middle where we have people. I mean, I can call in favors to get, if you want have your dream, I can give you 8 pages. I can call in some favors to get you an 8-page story. We'll put it in a thing. So it depends on what you need, but you'll always have our marketing team. And one of our big goals is to be able to always be able to buy at least a cover for you. So even if you weren't anything, I want to get you a cover. So let's get on. So we're trying to figure out a way to do cover. The goal is not to be rich on this. The goal is to make it so you can get yourself rich, right? We're not rich, but like you can get yourself a comic with an edge, right? Your superhero book now has a chance because your superhero book before was just your concept and whatever you can afford.
You're part of this huge, bigger collective. Yeah, no, that makes sense to me.
But it's also like almost like every book could be its like Elseworlds in this universe, unless it needs to be used for like the collective thing, right? It's like it could be its own little thing, right? Everything is its own little thing.
Yeah,
unless you need to do like the big joint book, right? And then that kind of comes in.
It's not but like your character could opt out. Like you could opt out of the event, so you don't even have to be part of that. Or you could do, going back to the War of the Independence, just because you guys remember it. Remember there was a couple of spinoffs of people who didn't get accepted, and so they did their own little spinoff, which was cool. And you could do that too. Let's say, that plot sucks, but I like this one part of it. Can I do my own little one shot and kind of tie it in? Sure, do your thing. The goal is not to hold you back. Our goal is just as a company to be able to produce books, to get a back catalog, to be able to go, hey, we mean something. We're serious about this. We're going to help you sell. Because if you have a digital backlog of like 14 books, even if you sell a quarter of them, it's going to help you on your first issue way more than just you trying to do it on your own. So we're trying to help. And we have a marketing team posting every day, getting us interviews, getting us status, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's great. That's all good stuff, man. I love that.
Amazing.
And I like that you guys are keeping like ahead about it. Like it's not like just like IP farming, and then like you guys are moving on to like, all right, let's get our TV show going. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like you're trying to make the comic, which I appreciate. Like I love it, dude. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It's great.
That is really cool. Yeah, that is really cool. What's your vision though? I mean, what's this thing going to be in 5 years?
Somehow does it all come together at?
The goal is to, in 5 years, to be able to have multiple facilities to be able to ship and to get people to go to cons, to be able to pay for cons and doing it. We're going to do one this year. We just approved in the back end with the money that we got for here. We're going to hit Baltimore. That's the only one we're going to hit this year. But I'd really like a West Coast storage facility, East Coast storage facility, and it just hosts, here's your banner, here's your stuff. Go ahead and go pick it up. Let's do the thing, and try to figure it out.
I think that's good. Like good goals, like smaller goals for like an indie company. I think that's great.
Yeah, I'm not trying to compete with Marvel and DC. What I'm really trying to do is, one, raise more money on superheroes on Kickstarter. Two, slow down Not Safe for Work by making good books. And literally, again, I don't have an issue with Not Safe for Work. The goal is, if we make better books, we're competing against it, and it takes a small of a share.
Yeah.
Three, we pay for somebody? Is it possible with a small company, if everybody's pitching in and their books are doing well, and a small percentage of that goes off, or a small cut of that goes off, if we can build new talent and build books and build opportunities for people who don't have opportunities? One of the things that I try to pride myself is giving people opportunities. You know, why I do the Cthulhu's, that's why I do the Holiday Spirits, that's why I do a lot of backup stories. My stuff is giving opportunities to grow the community. It's not just about me. I know a lot of people are just about them or the new thing. That's why, you know, you mentioned I haven't come on the show. I can be on the show every month. I always have something. I don't want to be the guy knocking on your door going, oh my God, I need to raise my $5,000. And again,
we
shame.
Appreciate that though, Travis.
No shame to the people who need to do that. Like, please go ahead and do it. It's a hustle, and I'm a hustler too, but this is a career for me. So I'm not like, I just think of it differently. Like, it's not about just one book. It's what other books, and I'm running Orange Cone still. Like, I was
going to say, are you still doing your own stuff on top of this?
Yeah, I have a Kickstarter live right now.
Dude, like so much work. So much work, bro.
So much. I love it though. I love that. I love your passion. It's kind of, you know, I feel like I'm kind of like you. I'm seeing a mirror, you know, like your same kind of passion for comics, you know. Love it. And so tell us about like what you got going on at the Orange Cone. Is that the name of your company? Yeah. What do you got going on over there?
I have a full slate of books. It's already February, and I'm 4 books behind. Like, literally, that's how crazy it is. So we have right now we're live with Granite State Punk. It's a bootleg version. So I need to go to cons, but because of Summit, I didn't have time to put the version of Granite State Punk out that I want to. Okay. I want to put hardcover. I want to get some bands to do some stuff. This book means a lot to me. So I made a small digest that's running a week, you know, and it's literally like a punk kid put it together. Like,
I love that.
It looks like tape. It's literally going to be the issues.
Nice. Love that. That's great. What is this? I support everyone's hustle, but what really annoys me are unsolicited DMs. Some people just drop a Kickstarter link in my inbox with zero context or explanation. I gotta say, I get annoyed by that.
I always send one back. I was like, hey, do you like mine too? Like, what are we doing here?
That's a great idea. I'm gonna start doing that.
Well, I think that's like the untapped resource, is not going through your DMs on Kickstarter and just reaching out to people. Like, there's a lot of things that people just overlook when it comes to promoting your campaign. You know what I mean? The places that you don't think to post to, like post. Yeah,
absolutely.
Why aren't you posting to LinkedIn? You know,
and at least try to do some marketing, right? If you're messaging someone privately, go, hey, this is my campaign. I know your experience. I'm not asking you to back. Can you please just look at it? Odds are they may back, but at least give me something. Instead of just like, hey, I have this thing live. I don't know you, bro. I don't care what you got going. I backed 1,300 Kickstarters. I backed more people, but no.
Yeah, this one is absolutely the worst. when you friend request, you approve it, and then immediately followed with a DM link. Oh my God, happens all the time. It's horrible. But I try not to do that as a creator because I know it annoys the fuck out of me. So I try not to do it to others. But you know. We just do a YouTube show. Just like spam it out that way. You know,
that's really it, though, right? It's the trade-off. You know.
Yeah, 100%.
But I back and support people who I see hustle, who are good to the community and taking care of each other. Like that's how I decide that decision. You know. And now and then it's okay to message somebody, but again, you only message them if you have some sort of relationship to go, hey man, like you normally, like there's a couple times I've missed people's back. Hey, if I normally back your shit and I stopped and I haven't told you to F off, like come message me. Like right. Those are the guys I want to hear. If
Yeah,
you're not in that list, don't do it, right? And again, I can't, as someone who runs going over my list, I have Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales this year. 3. I have Voodoo Nations. I have an annual that we're coming out for all the Orange Cone stuff. I'm looking at my board here. I have a new book called Coins. I have an old book called Coins of Judas that's coming back with a new artist creative team because I just got the rights back. I have a book called The Federalist. I have a book called Feral Frontier, which is brand new. Nobody's heard about. I have Upheaval 2. Like, I have tons of books. I'm not just going to message and spam people. It's about building relationships, and I don't also expect you to back people because I think people get mad. Why don't you back my dude? I can't back everything, and I don't expect you to back all my stuff. Back something that you believe in and like. I really want you to.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. Like, money.
Are you redoing Coins of Judas, or is it a continuation?
It's a continuation, but we got a new art team. We took it back from Band of Bards. No harm, no foul. They're kind of slowing down their company. If you've noticed, I don't have a chill, so that's not going to work for me. So we're going to bring it back. It's currently for August, but we'll see. Like I said, by this time this month, I should be launching the actual official Grid Safe Dog trade. I should have had the annual out. I should have had Cthulhu Invades Oz 2nd edition. Like, I'm 3 books behind in books that are done. But again, I want to be a good steward. So there's things that I want to make sure is out. I want to make sure that the products that I've done before this are of the quality. And if that quality has to wait and it puts me back, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do that because I really want to take care of people.
Yeah, you don't just want to throw schlock out there.
You're doing your due diligence.
Right. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Your due diligence.
And I'll call people out for bad behavior. So if you do that, you have to make sure your shit is not bad behavior, right? I can't call people out and then my stuff's a mess, right?
Yeah, right.
That's fair.
I love it. Travis, do you want to share any social medias? I know, or you want to share like the link to your Substack? I know that's where.
The Substack is my main thing that I like to do. It's travisgibb.substack.com. You'll see 3 things on there. One, you'll see advice. I give great advice on how to do Kickstarters, how to do some marketing. I actually just did a State of the Union of Kickstarter, like where I think Kickstarter's going, what we need to worry about, what we should be doing.
Yeah.
But then you'll see some marketing and then you'll see what's coming up for stuff. So that's probably the best place. Yeah. And then orangeconeproductions.com, if you want to pick up if any of those names of any of those books sound interesting, you can pick them up there. I think that's a good spot. And I wanted to say something just because I forgot. Keith, I really appreciate that. Like you pointing out that I don't do the movies. I remember one time being in a podcast like this with like 6 guys. And 3 guys right before me were just like, "Oh, I'm doing this to make a movie. This book's gonna make a movie. I'm gonna make a movie." And I was like, and they're like, "Hey, and the author, the host was kind of like, so what movie do you want to make?" So I don't give a shit if I make a movie. Like, I want to make comics. I don't care if I ever make a movie. I think comics is the best form of storytelling in the world. I don't
100% agree with you. 100%
I don't need to make a movie. My wife would like one of those. It's something about the money, though. I don't think it's necessarily the.
Yeah, right. But I don't like. Honestly, I don't know if that's gonna always be there. The way Hollywood's heading, like
I've talked to people who've got optioned. They're like, it got me a nice car.
Yeah,
like, it's not like this. I'm gonna buy a mansion and dollar bill y'all. It's like your book might get optioned and you might get like a fucking Camry. You know what I mean? And you might be lucky.
Plus, you have to look at it too. Like a lot of people have the superhero fatigue now in movies and stuff. Like that's why like things are kind of tanking now. Like that were surefire hits like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think we're in the upswing of that. I mean, I did strategically do Summit at this time. I think that Doomsday is going to get something. I think the new Spider-Man.
Probably. Yeah.
Doomsday and Spider-Man are like kind of guaranteed hits. Like you can't really mess up. You can't really mess up Doctor Doom unless you're really dumb, and they've been proven that they're not. Well, I mean, I guess we've messed up Doctor Doom 3 times before.
Yeah, right.
That's not 100% true.
I don't know. I'm more excited for Spider-Man than I am Doomsday.
Sure.
Spider-Man looks fucking dope.
But Spider-Man's going to be cool. The last Superman was fantastic, and that hasn't been a good one. So I think we're in the upswing of that. Again, I I think there is some fatigue, but I think superheroes are going to be
Yeah.
up again, in the
I
next.
feel like Marvel is finally shifting to more quality over quantity, which I think is a good thing. You know, like
makes a
I was
difference.
actually really surprised at how great Thunderbolts was. Like it was
Yeah.
about something, you know, like, and it was like still a kick-ass superhero movie, but it was had a whole theme about, you know, mental illness and everything. It was great, you know, great stuff.
Well, even Moon Knight was really cool, and I feel like it was forgotten because it was just shuffled to Disney Plus and not really like promoted very well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then
Yeah.
meanwhile, it's like a really cool story with a unique angle of
Yeah,
like
right.
the multi-personality thing, which you don't see too often, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. So like, yeah. So I feel like if anything, like quality will win out more than anything now, you know? So
Yeah,
but,
I think we're in the upswing. I think there's some good stuff coming out. I think you know, even Ironheart, like if you get past the first 2 episodes, because it switches vibes. It's a very good show. Like
okay.
They built some really cool stuff. I think we're gonna get there, you know, and knowing that Daredevil, hey, we could have done this. You know, everyone who watched that Daredevil season was like, some of these episodes are weird. It's because they filmed it the Disney way, and then they went to the way it should be done. I think we're in an upswing of all that stuff. And you know, we're seeing it too. You know, that's why I think Batman. I don't know if you know this. We talked about movies for a minute. Do you know how Scott Snyder, when he stopped doing Marvel and DC, how he funded it?
Wait. How did he? Wait,
Funded.
say that again.
How he funded the ability to do it? Because remember, he stopped DC and Marvel for a bit.
Yeah, right. He did for like a couple of years, right?
It was options, so he was living off of options. He would get options yearly because he got to the level of success, and he was like, that was my rent. Like I got enough options, 10,000 here, 20 here, 10 there. That's my family, what my family needs. So I can break off and do this other stuff.
Oh,
and I think coming back to DC is a sample of that. Hollywood is probably not in the family anymore. You know,
he definitely hit gold with that absolute Batman. I've never, honestly, I've never seen a book like this in, you know, since the 80s, where it's like every issue is like on a 3rd or 4th printing. It's insane. Yeah. And like this new one that's just coming out this week with the first appearance of Poison Ivy. My store that I work at went from buying like 10 copies for the shelf. There's like 75 issues coming in. I'm like, holy shit. Like
that's the 90s all over again.
Dude, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Like, I've never seen anything like this in this day and age, you know.
I'm a Marvel guy, and DC is just kicking Marvel's ass story-wise.
They are, dude.
Everything is just better. Like even stuff I don't like I may not like the characters as much as Marvel characters, but the story, what they're putting into it, the effort of how they're growing it is just better. And I hope Marvel decides to change, because
I'm seeing little changes with Marvel. I mean, having bringing like Jimmy Palmiotti back is a smart move.
Right. I think Chip Zdarsky is a good call. Bringing him back.
Chip Zdarsky's good. There was someone else too. Oh, bringing Joshua Williamson over to reboot Iron Man was a smart move as
that
well.
issue was so good. Yeah,
it was. It was a really good start. So yeah, so little changes. They're not quite there. And then their best book is Philip Kennedy Johnson's Hulk right now. Is unbelievable.
Well, and they signed him to an exclusive contract. Again,
smart move. Yeah,
smart. That's smart right there.
If you're gonna fix things, you've got to do it. And I think they want to. It's just, but DC is literally that you can tell. I think the difference is you can tell that DC cares about every book that they put out. Where Marvel's like, we care about these 6, and then the rest are.
And then just everything is just shitted out onto the shelf. Yeah, I know. I look at it every week. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I still buy it every week because I'm an idiot. I just like.
My god.
I like Spider-Man. I don't care how bad it gets. I'll keep reading it. I love you, Spidey.
Oh my god! In the cover,
but you know, there's not a lack for stuff out there, right?
Right.
There's not a lack for. So for even like individuals to take the time to even invest in Summit,
please.
Is like that's amazing, man. You know?
Yeah, dude. I'm so happy for you. I think it's gonna be awesome. I think you guys are gonna nail it. Like just right out of the gate, this looks like a cool universe. So congrats.
I mean, lots of people have done it and they didn't have this sort of success. So we're doing something right.
Yeah, and I think you're approaching it the right way too. Like, hey, let's build this up. Let's not just run out right out there and think by the second issue in that we have, we're running for that IP and like the movies and
No.
a lot of these companies make that mistake, so
and that might come along at some point, and whatever the case may be.
Factor, like it can't, like you're just gonna be in it for the comics.
Yeah, as a creator for years, I would never write superheroes, and it took me going to my kids' school, like they career day, and they were like, "Hey, you're a comic writer, come in." And I was like, "I have nothing to sell you, and I don't make your stuff." That I changed my mind, but I was really like, all the best series are made. Like I know it's Spider-Man, it's Batman. They're made. I need to write them. I don't need to create my own. Like I need to create horrors and punk rock kids that nobody's seen. Like that's what I need to create. But as we've been doing this, and I've seen it, just the love that you have and the excitement. Like I have to calm these guys down in our group. We have a Discord, and they're just like, "All right, I have this 5-issue arc. Here's 4 pages done." I was like, we haven't even approved it yet. They're just, I'm just like super excited about this idea. We've got to do it. I've hired this. I was like, we have to hire other people that aren't us. Like, but they're so excited and like connecting their universes. And like, when is this guy going to go bad? We have event books planned out. Like there's an excitement to this that I think superheroes bring just because we love them. Like anybody who's in comics, there's not a person, regardless of what they tell you, that didn't fall in love with superheroes first.
Yeah, right.
They may have fell in love with Vertigo and hid there, and that's their vein.
Yeah,
but
they go off the reservation every once in a while,
Right. Yeah.
But that passion's a driving force, and that stuff's infectious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Did you cover every link that you wanted to share out? I think you did, right?
There's thousands of links.
Right.
So if you have to tell the audience to point to one specific place right now, Travis, where would you send our audience?
I would go to Summit Pinnacle #1 on Kickstarter. Go to that right now.
Awesome. And we'll share out that link. I just put it in the chat not too long ago. Let me put it in there again. Travis, it was awesome seeing you, man. If you want to bring a bunch of Summit creators on at some point, and for one of the event books, let's say, or something.
Pete and Matt, you gotta bring Pete and Matt on. Those guys are awesome.
You want Pete and Matt? So you're making a request for Pete and Matt. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, down the road, let's plan something. I'd love to talk to you guys as a whole and geek out about superheroes with you guys.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I actually been meaning to tell you when you go live with your stuff, you guys need to meet Michael Watson. He has a show, but what his show is interesting about is he'll draw your characters right in front of you, and you own it, and you can do it. It's super cool. So I love that.
Really cool.
Yeah. So when you're talking, he's going to draw one of your characters, and then at the end, you can use it for a pin-up, a cover, whatever you want. It's just so much fun. Like I've been having a lot of fun going on that show. So highly recommend it.
Okay.
Next
I'll
time,
go check that out. That's really cool.
In the promo run.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, Travis, thanks for coming on again, man. And hopefully I'll see you at a convention sometime soon.
I would like a beer with you. Not Johnny, but I would like a beer with you, Keith. You have not let me
He
down.
doesn't drink. You're screwed.
Well, I can have a Coke.
Root beer.
Root beer. Yeah, there you go.
Fancy.
I'm surprised when I show up April 11th.
I would like
your
to
drinking
see that.
shoes
I'd like
on.
to see that. Last time I saw a picture of you guys in it, you guys had my enemy at the table, and I heard shit was talked about me. But that's all right. I'm here.
Who is this?
No, your boy Tony. Your boy Tony.
Oh.
It's not a mystery. I'm not throwing shade that Timmy, James, and I are not friends. He literally writes a Substack about me every day. He's bored.
Oh my god.
Tony's a good kid. He's a good
my
kid.
wife said that
That's
she'll
what
drink
people tell
my
me.
beer.
They say he's very talented. He tends to like it run his mouth about me, but I hear he's very talented.
You know what? The problem is he idolizes CM Punk too much. He's got bad influences. That's all. That's his problem.
I was sad that this started at the time that CM Punk came out. I was like, fuck, 10 o'clock, CM Punk's finally here. I have to talk to Jim.
that character, your Diabolist character looks like a CM Punk or some kind of wrestler kind of dude. He kind of looks like
Yeah, he's very
like,
cool.
doesn't
He's
look-
that's Pete Collins and Matthew Sumo's character,
Yeah.
and he's a magician. Believe it or not, he's kind of a
okay.
magician who does like a Daredevil stuff. It's very interesting. It's a very cool take. It's a mix of magic, but he doesn't know magic, which is kind of cool. Like he's kind of he deals with the magic stuff, but all of his magic is trickery. But he falls himself into some stuff. You know,
That sounds cool.
It's funny. I actually met Pete at an AEW show for the first time. So I knew him online through Twitter, and we were in the same Twitter group. Well, I actually physically met him in person at an AEW show.
There's another one shouting you out right here, Johnny. James Sullivan.
Oh yeah. What up, dude? You know what? That's the thing, is when you travel around, you meet people. You know what I mean?
I got to buy this Amy a beer, which is exciting. I'm excited to.
That's my wife.
That's
she said she'll come and drink my beer if we.
That's acceptable.
We should all try the. We should all try the liquid death together.
Oh, the liquid death.
I like a liquid death. I have a liquid death in the fridge right now.
There you go.
But I only drink mountain water. I don't drink any of the sparkled stuff. However, I did try the root beer and it was pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, right. He said sketching the beast.
He's got a Kickstarter right now called Sketching the Beast. It's kind of his.
Okay.
Stuff.
Awesome.
So check out Sketching the Beast as well. You know, when you go and check out the
drop. Hey, James, drop your link in the comments.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
in case
go.
people want to check it out.
Hell yeah.
All right, yeah. Well, Travis, great to see you as always. And
thanks for taking time out of your very busy schedule to come on the show. We greatly appreciate that, dude.
I value you guys. I'll be here anytime to talk crap. I'll call people out. I know I waited till the end, but we can start at the beginning next time. Like I'll go to war. I'll get you so many views. Let's go.
All right. I love it. Well, we'll take you up on that. We'll do a whole summit thing, you know, when you guys got the event book going.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Hells yeah. That would be really fun to bring you guys on.
All right, Travis. Have a great night, dude. And we'll talk to you soon, man.
Take care, man. Have a good one.
Later, dude.
Have a good night.
Dude, I'm excited for
what
him.
A wild
in
show,
this new
man.
Universe, you know,
the funny thing is, all the people that are working for him are people I know. It's crazy.
It's awesome. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Hey guys in the chat, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for watching tonight, everybody. Greatly appreciate you spending time with us.
Yeah, definitely.
You never
so Johnny, should we? Well, go ahead. Go ahead, Harry.
No, kind of like I remember that back in the day, superstars of wrestling. You would watch all of a sudden you see a new wrestler run to the ring, you don't know who it is, and then they're beating the crap out of this a jobber or whatever. And then in the corner, they're there's a window, in a window, like a box in the corner of them talking it, like they're doing their interview, their pre-game. So it's like introducing a new wrestler in this world of wrestling. You know what I mean? Like every week is a new person. That's kind of like what his comic reminds me of, like a new hero being introduced in this world of heroes. Like every week has that's
cool.
Like
that's cool
Outback Jack or right.
Yeah. Hells yeah.
Definitely. So Johnny, I was gonna say, should we tease our little project that we're working on?
Yes. Well, so I don't think we should say what it is.
Okay.
But I think we should tease it.
Yeah, you're good at the tease. You do it.
Okay. So much like where Travis and those guys are undertaking an endeavor of something that is unique, well, sort of unique, but we saw a gap in comics based upon a personal experience of Keith's that we thought this would be cool, and nobody else is doing this.
It was something that they used to do back in the day.
Something from the past that we, and that's saying too much even. So something from the past we can kind of dust off a little bit. And
it also has like an
re-examine.
interactive kind of a component to it.
Yep. It's unlike anything that's happening right now. They used to be big back in the day, not big now. But I think there's a market for it. I think we're ready for it again. So I think that's why now's the time to do this, and we're not far off. But I don't want to take away from the shine of our awesome guests tonight and the things that they announced and the things that they're working on.
Tease, do a little.
Yeah,
tease,
this is just a little tease, and just so stay
basically
tuned.
We're getting all our ducks in a row before we go live.
I think in a world where everything's dark, this is like a little bit of a light. There's a spotlight
that's a good
goodness.
point.
That's a good way. Yeah, it is a little bit of a spotlight on the more positive side of things.
He's like, James is like, way to be vague.
Yeah, I'm being super vague because we don't want to talk about it yet, but we want to talk about it. So that's the problem. And again, we don't want to take away from what you guys are doing with your thing. So, we'll keep watching us and, stay tuned. And I'm confident a lot of you guys, when we announce it, you guys will want to be a part of it, or you want to contribute a piece of it if you have something that matches what we're looking for specifically.
This will be like the last story of the news, of the local news, like the feel good story.
The feel good. Now, I don't think always. I don't think it always would be, but I think no matter what, it's gonna be real.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And we should leave it at that.
Good idea.
Right.
It's gonna be real.
Well, we're still trying to get all our ducks in a row, which we're almost there. So, hopefully we'll be able to announce something maybe in the next episode or the episode after,
I think we could probably fairly say that we can launch and announce the page that we're looking to announce.
Yeah.
In March, if not by the end of March. I could probably confidently say that I'm going to go to C2E2 with a stack of promo cards.
Okay. Yeah, we can get those going, right? Yeah, exactly. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. James is saying if we need artists, hit him up.
Awesome. Thanks, James. Appreciate that, man. And you know what? We will. I'm confident we're going to need artists. So.
Chris Madsen, right. Oh, come on, you can say.
No, Chris, but we're going to need artists. We're going to need artists, that's for sure. And like I said, it's going to be real.
Yeah, awesome. That's a good one that ended up on.
Yeah, it's going to be real.
Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap this bad boy up? I mean,
I just want to say thank you to everybody watching.
What's up? Yeah,
thank you for everybody watching. For real. Appreciate you taking the time to watch us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will remind everybody that Kid Switch is still live on Kickstarter in the late pledges category. That's coming along good. I put an update on it this week. Issue 2 is almost done. I got 10 pages lettered, 17 pages of complete artwork, and we only have about 4 or 5 more pages to complete. So I was originally eyeing March, but it's probably going to be, March, but it's probably going to end up being more like April, but it'll be close. We'll have both issues. And then also ask your local stores to order Mighty Mascots from Filbo. That's live in the catalog this month.
That's live.
Yeah. So hopefully, hopefully, go ahead.
I was just going to, and don't forget you can order the demo Gorgonzola stickers and shirts.
Oh, right.
Oh,
yeah. I haven't heard too much from that, but it's still on there. It's on my page, so I should probably promote it more.
Yeah, we should promote Harry's Redbubble link.
Yeah, I always put it in the description of the video. I think it have the
keep an eye out there for any of Harry's designs.
I gotta add more things. My Redbubble site is the least populated site. I have more stuff in my Instagram than Redbubble, but I should probably put more stuff on there.
But you could sell stuff on Redbubble.
Yeah, you should probably
that's the difference.
Right. Yeah, but
hashtags and things
I make a few cents on the dollar, but it's still more money coming. It's just cool to sell something anyway.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
I've sold more things. I've sold more things on that site without promoting it. Like the biggest seller is that Alyssa Milano T-shirt, trying with the cookies.
The Milano.
That's the one that sold. Yeah, people have found that on their own, and they bought them. I see it every now and then, like a sale going on, or someone buys one and they get an alert in my email.
I like it. It looks like a Wacky Packages sticker, which I think I've told you in the past. Good stuff. Johnny,
I've walked by those.
Go ahead.
Okay. No. I used to walk by that Pepperidge Farm, cookies all the time. Like, I can't believe no one's done it yet. I always like check and see if anybody's like done it already. And I couldn't believe that nobody had done it. I'm sure people thought of it.
Aren't obvious. You know,
I know. It's like
people,
I know. That's maybe that's why. Maybe that's why people thought it was so obvious that it must be done already. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you see stuff and then you think, oh, that's so obvious, but no one does it. Like, yeah,
I know,
it's
right?
interesting.
Yeah. I heard it. I heard it from Tony Danza. He yelled at me.
He yelled at me. That's right. Johnny, you have anything you want to shout out this week? Or
no, just that my first 2 conventions of the year are going to be, the first one of the year is going to be Dragon's Realm Comic-Con.
Oh yeah. When's that
right
one?
Here.
When's that one?
That's going to be March 21st and 22nd.
Oh, that's coming. That's right around the corner.
Spaces just opened up.
Oh, really?
So yeah, they actually just opened up a few more spaces. So they were sold out before.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Okay.
Yeah. So that goes to show like a lot of people are jumping on the show. It's going to be in Danbury, Connecticut.
Okay.
If that's within your realm, highly recommend. They announced some guests. Pete and Pete are going to be there.
Who?
Pete and Pete from the Nickelodeon show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And the other show is going to be C2E2, which I just talked about. So C2E2, I'm going to be splitting a table with Jimmy Kutsai, good friend of mine, and we're going to be in Artist Alley together.
Nice. When's C2E2 this year?
C2E2 is going to be the last weekend of March.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The only thing I have booked, I have Retro Expo, Joe Souza's show.
Nice. And I have that as well.
Yeah, you're going to be there.
So I'll be there as well. Yeah, that's in April.
I booked KidsCon Nashua because I've never done that show. So I'm going to try that, especially with the all ages stuff. I think it'll be good. And then I also signed up for Wicked Comic Con because free admission is kind of a good thing.
But I'm debating on doing Wicked as well, but I got to get in touch and I got to see if Brian wants to.
I'll do it soon because that's going to sell right away.
For sure.
Chris Mad said he'll see you at C2E2.
Oh, see you there, man.
Awesome.
I'll tell you what that thing is in person.
There you go. There you go.
But I think we'll probably announce it by then.
We might even announce it before then. Yeah. But anyways, all right. So if you guys are good, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I mean,
and James, yes, I will be at Saratoga, and if you want to be on the sketch off panel, let me know.
Sweet. Awesome. When's Saratoga? May?
May. Yeah.
May. All right, cool. All right, everybody. Thank you for checking out the stream as always. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Join us every other Monday for a new episode. We're trying really hard to stay to that schedule, and so far it's been
so
good.
Far, so good.
Yeah. We're trying to be a little more, adamant about keeping the schedule, especially
the next show is going to be a pretty interesting.
Now. What's that?
It's going to be interesting. Next show is going to be pretty interesting, right? We have
that's right. We got the wait, let me just double check, make sure that's the episode.
Yeah. I think it's going to be the guy if it's what I think it is.
It is the next episode.
Forged in Fire.
Forged in Fire episode.
Fire guy from the History Channel is doing a comic, so that's going to be interesting.
Now, what's his name again? I want to make sure it's the right guy. You know what his name?
His name is Doug Marcada.
Oh my god, that guy is amazing. That guy is the weapons expert. Like when somebody I used to watch that show and I love that guy because
I'm a little worried about Harry. He's too gung ho for this. I'm a little worried about Harry being too fanboyish.
He has a
catch together, Harry.
I'm gonna try and compose myself. This guy has a catchphrase and everything. So when somebody makes like a weapon on this show, they forge this weapon and they from history or whatever, they build a katana or whatever, and the guy takes it. This weapons expert Doug, takes the weapon, and he has he might have a side of beef or a dead pig or something, and he'll slice the pig in half with it. It's like, this weapon with keel, the way he says kill, it's not even kill, it's a keel. This weapon will heal. The way he says it, it's amazing. This guy's awesome.
Couple episodes before he comes.
Yeah, I'll have to do a little bit of homework on that one too. I've never watched the show.
You have to.
Okay,
I'm a big fan.
All right, and that's a good way. That's a good play. Amy's fanboy.
Yeah, sorry. Right.
All right, everybody. Yeah, so next episode in 2 weeks is going to be Doug Mercada from Forged in Fire from the History Channel, who's also making a comic. So join us in 2 weeks. That's
Cool.
going to be a fun one. All right. Have a great week, everybody. And most importantly, read some comics. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.